Welcome, guys. How you doing today? Well, as you can see behind me, got my wife's truck here. She did park outside last night, and the weather we've been having here in Calgary has just been stupid cold. So this is just today, negative 32, feels like a negative 34, and that's pretty much our whole week here. As you can see, well, we're getting a little bit warmer by the end of the week, thankfully. But anyway, this thing has got an air ride system, and the issue that it's got today is that the air ride system froze. So, like, as you can see, it says it's trying to lower. I've got the buttons pushed. Let's see if we can go up here. Still trying to lower. Yeah, see, and the buttons are not all lit up. Okay, see if that works. Okay, so it says that it's a normal right now, which I think it is, you know, as far as the height. And then what we'll try and do, yeah, the TPMS sensors, yeah. What we'll try to do here as well, so you keep an eye on that, and what I'll do is I'll hit the up button, so you just keep an eye on that and see what it does. Battery low, start engine to change ride height. Okay, so that's not right either. This thing was just running, the battery's fine. I just tested it too. But anyway, yeah, this thing is just cold, and I think that's just the problem with this air ride system in Canada. It doesn't work. What I have is I've got a little heater underneath there, just trying to heat up the compressor and things of that sort. So what I'll do is I'll crawl underneath this thing, and I'll show you what everything looks like, so you know what you actually have to look for when you're doing your adjustments and things of a sort. And another thing as well is I'll show you behind this tail light here on the driver's side, or the passenger side, there's a valve and things of that sort in there, so we'll get into that and I'll show you that as well. So just hang on and we'll get tore into this thing. Okay, so here, we'll set this light up here. This right here, this soft thing, let me get my one hand working there. Get the light set up. There, okay, so this thing here, this is what the compressor is behind. You can probably see, well, up in here, there's all the switches and things of that sort. This thing here can freeze up and not work. Your tanks are located right over top the rear tire. And you can see up in there, there's two small tanks. And then there's a valve beside that tends to freeze up. But yeah, this is your main culprit. My compressor did work a little bit. I think it just needed to get warmed up. But yeah, this stuff just does not work in minus 30 weather. But the air, the obviously the bags, they're just so darn stiff that it feels like you're riding on rails. But anyway, I don't know, we just got to get this thing warmed up, and then I think we'll be good as gold. But one thing I probably am going to look at doing is putting a battery blanket around that thing, just to keep it warm in the wintertime. If she does happen to park outside, as soon as she plugs it in, it'll plug this thing, and that's what I'll have to do, is run the wiring and things of that sort. Hey guys, so what I've done is a little less traditional way of heating everything up, but I showed you where the lantern went out, but I had a lantern there. I got that little Coleman heater, and basically what I did with this heater, I heated up that side. That's where your valve body, the compressor, and all that kind of stuff is. I just warmed it up. What I'm probably going to do is get a battery warmer and just put it up inside there, wrap that thing around, and have it so that when you plug in the front, that it plugs in the battery warmer as well. I'll look into something to get that figured out. But I'll show you. We are working here now, so we won't start it, but we'll. So it thinks that it's started, and it says we're in off-road 2. Okay, so what I'll do is we'll hit that twice. Oop. Says it's lowering, and you can hear it. See the front end lower. Now the back end's going down. So you can see there, everything is working fine. We'll go down to the exit entry level and see what we get here. And you can see that we're back. There she goes. She's starting to drop. So you can see everything works in that respect. It says we're at our entry level. We're down. And we'll push that twice and then just watch it go up. So it's going to raise the back first. Oh, raising the front first. Now the back. And then it'll go to the front again. And now the back again. And the front again. And the back. There we go. So everything's working good. So like I said, I'm just going to get a battery warmer, put it around there, so when it is really cold, like where she works, she does have a plug that she can plug into, so that if it ever gets cold like this, which it probably will. I mean, this is our first really cold snap this year. It's 2020 January. We're the 15th today, so it's our first cold snap that we had. It's supposed to get warm, and then we're going to get cold again. I can guarantee you that's what happens here in Alberta is you get cold 1 week or 10 days, and it gets warm for 7, and then cold again, warm again, just back and forth. Never get used to the cold weather. But anyway, I'm just going to get everything pulled out from underneath there and get the jack on this, get this off the jack stands, and then I'm going to take it back to her, and then we'll see how it rides, I guess, on the way as well, because she was pretty rough coming here. The bags were frozen solid, and there was no give in them at all. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about this at all, just let me know. And have a great day. Cheers.